Chapter 14, Personal Selling and Customer Service. So in this lecture discussion, we will understand the importance and nature of personal selling, know the three basic sales tasks, which are order getting, order taking, and supporting, and what the various kinds of salespeople can be expected to do. Understand why customer service presents different challenges other than personal selling tasks. Know the different ways sales managers can organize salespeople so that personal selling jobs are handled effectively. Know how sales technology affects the way sales tasks are performed. Know what the sales manager must do, including selecting, training, and organizing salespeople to carry out the personal selling job. Understand how the right compensation plan can help motivate and control salespeople. Understand when and where to use the three types of sales presentations, and understand many new terms. So let's get started. This is the second lecture on the topic of promotion, which is one of the four P's in our marketing mix. The promotion part of the marketing mix involves telling target customers that the right product is available at the right place at the right price. So in this lecture, we take a closer look at the important promotion strategy decisions that marketing and sales managers make in personal selling and customer service. We're going to look at and discuss a number of frameworks and how-to approaches that guide strategy decisions. The structure of this lecture is going to be divided into four broad personal selling and customer service issues: the importance of personal selling tasks, strategy decisions, and the personal selling process. In serving a particular target market, one of the key elements of the promotion mix is personal selling. Salespeople are communicators who build relationships. Personal selling is important to all companies. Salespeople must be able to meet customer needs and company expectations. It's also economically important. In addition, salespeople and sales managers need to decide what specific personal selling techniques will be used in dealing with the organization's customers and prospects. Helping customers make good buying decisions is good selling. In meeting customer needs, salespeople build lasting relationships with customers. Salespeople represent the whole economy and customers too. How the salesperson behaves is all many customers will know about the company. So the sales force aids in the market information function by providing feedback to the company on what customers think, feel, and want. Salespeople can be strategy planners, making decisions every day about how to manipulate promotional mix elements to fit the needs of their customers. Marketing managers recognize that effective personal selling involves successful completion of a number of activities and establishing a balance between the right number and the right kind of salespeople. Therefore, it is important for marketers to understand the basic sales tasks that are to be performed. Personal selling is divided into three tasks, and these three tasks are order getting, order taking, and supporting. Order getters and order takers obtain orders on behalf of a company. Supporting salespeople are not directly interested in orders. Their function is to help the order-oriented salespeople. In some cases, a single salesperson will do all three tasks. In others, Particularly in large companies that depend heavily on personal selling, the tasks are divided among a number of sales professionals. Order getters are concerned with establishing business relationships with new customers and developing new business. Order getting is seeking possible buyers with a well-organized sales presentation designed to sell a good, service, or idea. Order getters must be experts about every aspect of their products. Producers, order getters find new marketing opportunities, new prospects, new accounts, and new channels of distribution. Good order getters are problem solvers. Many producers give their order getters special training so they will understand their customers' needs and the products that they need to be sold. Wholesale order getters work closely with producers and retailers. In a sense, they almost hand the product to the customer. Salespeople for agent wholesalers are often order getters. Retail order getters influence consumer behavior and help to move products from market introduction stage to the market growth stage of the product life cycle, especially for heterogeneous shopping products and unsought products. Order takers sell to regular customers, completing sales transactions and maintaining relationships. Order taking is the routine completion of sales made regularly to target customers. Order takers need to be highly trained, confident individuals. Order taking activities can make the difference between keeping and losing a customer. Producers, order takers, train, explain, and collaborate. They work on improving the whole relationship with the customer. Even if computers handle routine reorders, someone has to perform basic tasks such as making adjustments, handling complaints, and keeping customers informed of new developments. Wholesalers, order takers, are involved not in getting orders but in keeping them. Wholesale order takers may have to deal with thousands of items. As a result, they often keep in contact with customers on a regular basis and fulfill any needs that arise as opposed to selling any particular item. Retail order takers are often poor sales clerks who are not paid or trained well. Knowledgeable, courteous, helpful sales clerks can help play an important part in a retailer's marketing mix. Supporting salespeople help the order-oriented salespeople, but they don't try to get orders themselves. Their activities, such as providing specialized services and information, are aimed at enhancing the relationship with the customer and getting sales in the long run. Missionary salespeople are those supporting salespeople who work for producers by calling on their intermediaries and customers. Missionary salespeople can increase sales by creating goodwill, providing training, and performing other activities. This position is often used as a training ground for new salespeople. Technical specialists provide technical know-how in support of order-oriented salespeople. Technical specialists are experts who know product applications, and they often have science or engineering backgrounds. They are more concerned with providing technical details about products than in persuading customers to place orders. Customer service reps work with customers to resolve problems that arise after a purchase. Every marketing-oriented company needs good people to handle customer service. So let's check our knowledge. Julie Jones works for an investment firm. She calls on potential clients, introduces them to her firm, develops goodwill, and tries to set up contacts between customers and her firm's account managers. Julie does not manage any accounts herself, but is using her current position as a training opportunity in hopes of moving up to an account manager position. Julie's current position is that of a missionary salesperson. Missionary salespeople are supporting salespeople who work for producers, calling on their intermediaries and their customers. Julie's current position matches the description of a missionary salesperson. The focus of customer service is on the service that is required to solve a problem that a customer encounters with a purchase. Customer service is part of promotion. A firm should view customer service reps as a key part of personal selling. Regardless of whether the firm or the customer causes the problem, customer service reps need to be effective communicators, have good judgment, and realize that they are advocates not only for their firm but also for its customers. The sales manager must organize the sales force so that all necessary tasks are performed well. If different people handle different sales tasks, firms often rely on team selling when different people work together on a specific account. Different target markets need different selling tasks. Managers often have different sales forces for different target markets who have different support or information needs. For example, big accounts often get special treatment from a major accounts sales force. Some salespeople specialize in telephone selling. Telemarketing is quick and inexpensive and can provide a way to serve customers who would otherwise be too expensive to support. Sales tasks are done in sales territories. Sales territory, a geographic area that is the responsibility of one salesperson or several working together. Managers must weigh distance, number of customers, the complexity of account service, and the potential profitability of getting up sales territories. Assessing the workload evaluates the time required for sales tasks as well as the number of customers and other important marketing factors. So the size of the sales force depends on workload per person. Marketing and sales managers in many firms are finding that some tasks have been traditionally handled by a salesperson can now be effectively and at a lower cost by information technology and e-commerce systems. So in situations requiring a significant need to create and build relationships and a low degree of information standardization, a salesperson is likely to be required. The salesperson can often offer creative problem-solving, persuasion, and coordination of sales activities. In situations requiring a significant need of exchanged standardized information, but not a great need for relationship building, marketers can use e-commerce methods to exchange information about inventory, orders, and delivery status. Websites can contain product specifications and prices. In situations requiring a significant need to exchange standardized information and a great need for relationship building, technology may provide standardized information while a sales rep spends time on value-added communication with the customer. In situations requiring neither a significant need to create and build relationships or the exchange of standardized information, e-commerce sometimes substitutes for personal selling through digital self-service. Electronic banking, ATMs, and virtual shopping carts are examples. Several catalog retailers, including Lands' End, have invested heavily in digital service. Some tasks that have traditionally been handled by order takers can now be handled more efficiently and effectively by e-commerce systems. In addition to a virtual shopping cart for online consumers, the Lands' End site provides detailed product information, sizing assistance, and notices of market downs or discontinued or out of season or overstocked merchandise. Because customers want problems resolved quickly, many firms rely on the internet to deliver rapid and low-cost customer service. There have been great changes in how sales tasks are handled. Many of today's sales reps rely on an array of software and hardware that wasn't available a decade ago. There is new software for spreadsheet analysis, electronic presentations, time management, sales forecasting, customer contact, and shelf space management. Hardware devices include personal digital assistants with wireless internet access, cellular phones, fax machines, laptop computers, pagers, and personalized video conferencing systems. In many situations, the new software and hardware provide a competitive advantage. They are dramatically changing the ability of sales reps to meet the needs of their customers while achieving the objectives of their jobs. However, the availability of these technologies does not change the basic nature of the sales tasks that need to be accomplished. What they do change is the way and how well the job is done. Of course, if a firm expects salespeople to be able to use these technologies, that requirement needs to be included in selecting and training people for the job. It's important to hire good, well-qualified salespeople. Progressive companies adopt a systematic approach to selecting a sales force. Selecting good salespeople takes judgment plus other specific techniques. Companies constantly update lists of possible candidates. They invite applications at the company's website. They schedule candidates for multiple interviews, do background checks, and may even use psychological tests. As shown here in this ad with hotjobs.com, many firms are trying to improve the quality and the quantity of applicants for sales positions by turning to online recruiting firms like hotjobs.com. This company also offers ResumeX, hiring management software, along with other services to ease and improve the selection task. Sound selection is not the only important consideration for sales management. Motivating salespeople is also important and requires careful assessment of the needs of the company and the individual when setting compensation. Job description is a statement of what a salesperson is expected to do. Job description should be specific and in writing. The job description becomes a tool for recruiting candidates whose qualifications are a good match for the job. Good salespeople are trained, not born. All salespeople need some training, even those with natural ability. Training is required to learn selling methods, customer needs, organization skills, how to promote the product line, and how to constantly update this knowledge with new information. At a minimum, a company's sales training program should cover company policies and practices, product information, building relationships with customers, and professional selling skills. Most progressive companies know that sales training can pay off in more effective sales calls, better listening to customers, and closing sales. Well-trained, equipped, and supported salespeople give a firm a competitive advantage in the marketplace. So in this ad by Boise Cascade, it's highlighting the skills that are stressed in salesperson training. Boise Cascade wants its sales staff to stand apart from the competition with more attentive responses to customer needs. Sales training often starts in the classroom with lectures, case studies, and videotaped trial presentations and demonstrations. Other parts of the training program may include on-the-job observation of effective salespeople and coaching from sales supervisors. Sales meetings, conventions, electronic communications, and ongoing training sessions help to keep salespeople current. To recruit and keep good salespeople, a firm must design an attractive compensation package that also motivates salespeople to become top performers. The key is to match what people want to do and what interests them with the needs of the company. Two basic decisions must be made in developing a compensation plan: the level of compensation and the method of payment. Regarding the level of compensation, the amount of money a person can make should be at least comparable to competitors' compensation. Compensation varies with the job and the needed skills. Payment methods also vary. Salespeople are typically compensated by a straight salary, straight commission, a percentage of sales, or some combination of salary and commission. Combination plans are most common. What determines the choice of a pay plan? Straight salary gives control if there is close supervision. The salaried salesperson is expected to do what the sales manager wants. Sales managers need to exercise close supervision. Commissions can both motivate and direct. A salesperson on straight commission tends to be his or her own boss. Incentives should link efforts to results. Incentives must be carefully aligned with the firm's objectives. Differences in territory potential can be taken into account when setting sales quotas. The specific sales or profit objectives that salespeople are expected to achieve. Synergy, pictured above in this ad, is a professional service company that specializes in helping other firms to design and implement sales compensation programs that will help them achieve their objectives. Synergy has been used to implement and manage the variable pay plans for the world's largest corporations than other software solutions. Limitations on working capital or market uncertainty may compel a company to choose a straight commission plan or combination plan with large commissioned component. That way, total selling expense goes up only if salespeople actually bring in customers and revenue. This exhibit illustrates that straight salary is simple to understand and administer. It's the same regardless of sales. Commission is more complicated but can add flexibility. As sales volume increases, total selling expense increases at the fastest rate for a straight commission plan, increases at a lesser rate for a combination plan, and remains constant with a straight salary plan. A straight salary plan is simple. Salespeople's pay is not dependent upon the amount they sell. A combination plan includes some salary and some commission. Compensation plans should be clear. Salespeople need to see the link between effort and income. Although straight salary plans provide the most simplicity, sales managers often sacrifice some simplicity to achieve control, incentive, and flexibility. Sales managers must plan, implement, and control the compensation plan. So, after spending 2 years in the insurance business, Anne McCauley decided to go to graduate school so that she could come qualified to teach high school English. Even though she had a reasonable amount of success in selling insurance, she could not deal with the variability in her income from month to month. She said, "In some months I earn all the money I need in a couple of days. In other months I can work hard all month long and earn nothing." She wanted a career with more regular earnings. It sounds as though Anne was on a straight commission compensation plan in the insurance business. Each step in the personal selling process involves its own set of skills, but it is important to think of the process as a whole. Prospecting is following all the leads in the target market to identify potential customers and narrow down to the right target. In business markets, a salesperson may have to work hard to find the real purchase decision makers because of multiple buying influences. The salesperson needs to assess the needs of established customers and set priorities because all customers are not equal. How long to spend with whom? Selecting target customers involves identifying factors for success: what the customer needs, what the company offers, and how well the salesperson can find a good match. A company often develops a way to rank potential customers. The personal selling process continues with the sales presentation. The salesperson's effort to make a sale or address a customer's problem. Before making the presentation, the salesperson should learn as much about the client as possible, such as who makes the purchase decisions and what the key criteria they use. But information allows the salesperson to custom design a presentation to match specific customer needs. So let's take a look at the three types of sales presentation approaches. A seller of asset management services specializes in marketing his services to people connected with the publishing business, such as authors, book distributors, and bookstore owners. He often gets leads by scanning newspapers and magazines, looking for new authors whose books are favorably reviewed. This searching takes place in the prospecting stage of personal selling process. The seller here is involved in following all leads in the target market to identify potential customers. This search process is the prospecting stage of the personal selling process. So D is the best answer, prospecting. Salespeople choose among three approaches when making a sales presentation: a salesperson's effort to make a sale or solve a customer's problem. The prepared sales presentation approach is a memorized presentation that is not adapted to each individual customer. This canned approach is often used when the prospective sale is low in value, only a short presentation is possible, or the salesperson is not yet very skilled. It standardizes the presentation but suffers from being rigid and treating all customers alike. The consultative approach involves developing a good understanding of the individual customer's needs before trying to close the sale, so it builds on the marketing concept. After making general opening comments, the salesperson asks the customer questions and listens carefully to the answers to identify unique customer needs. The salesperson acts as a consultant to meet the customer's needs. The selling formula approach starts with a rehearsed presentation but moves forward more customer interaction, questioning, and participation during the course of the presentation. The selling formula approach is some of both of the other two approaches. Selecting a sales presentation approach is not the end of the personal selling process. The salesperson has to make the presentation, close the sale, and follow up after the sale. So let's continue our walk through the personal selling process. Recall the AIDA model from the previous lecture. Salespeople must also try to generate attention, interest, desire, and action. AIDA. These concepts can help a salesperson plan sales presentations. It is necessary to get the customer's attention at the start of a presentation and move to getting the customer to take action. Generating interest, answering problems and objections, and arousing desire are all critical. Presentations should end with a close. Here the salesperson asks for the customer's business. The best salespeople learn how to close effectively. After a sales presentation, the salesperson may follow up with the hope of acquiring a new customer. Or if the customer purchases, the salesperson will follow up to maintain and enhance the relationship. The process includes a feedback loop. Sometimes the salesperson may have to go back and start at the earlier stage in the process. As in other areas of the promotion mix, ethical issues may arise in personal selling. Obviously, the truthfulness of the salesperson is important. Problems are less likely to arise if a salesperson emphasizes the fulfillment of customer needs and building a long-term relationship. Top management in marketing or sales managers set the ethical tone for the sales force. So let's check our knowledge. Light the Way Inc. sells standard household items such as cleaners, trash bags, and light bulbs via telemarketing. The products are made or packaged by people who are visually impaired. The company donates a percentage of its sales revenue to organizations that provide services to the blind. The telephone sales presentation emphasizes this fact and the quality of the merchandise. The salesperson making the calls reads the same sales script to every potential customer who is called. The only opportunity for the customer to talk comes when the salesperson attempts to close the sale. This is an example of the prepared sales presentation. The salesperson here is making the telephone calls, does not adapt the material read to each potential customer. In fact, it is the exact same script. So this approach is an example of the prepared sales presentation. So now you should be able to know and understand the importance and nature of personal selling, know the three basic sales tasks of order getting, order taking, and supporting, and what the various kinds of salespeople can be expected to do. Understand why customer service presents different challenges than other personal selling tasks. Know the different ways sales managers can organize salespeople so that personal selling jobs are handled effectively. Know how sales technology affects the way sales tasks are performed. Know what the sales manager must do. Understand how the right compensation plan can help motivate, and understand when and where to use the three types of sales presentations. And you should have learned many new terms.